Hi everybody, it's Alisamurray here with another DIY, and I'm here today with my really sweet friend Zachary, and I've been photographing Zachary for how many years? Your birthday's coming up.
In 2 days.
In 2 days. We just did his update in the studio. And how old are you going to be?
15.
Yeah, it's crazy. So for 15 years I've been photographing Zachary, which is pretty amazing, right? I'm your Auntie A, right?
Yes.
Yes. So we are going to do a really cool project today. I have some crosses that I had made many years ago, and my intention was to take this cross and the other crosses that are in the art room and embellish them, paint them and embellish them with some really cool antique jewelry. And I may still do that in a different project, but I started thinking about, with all the gardening that we've been doing, what would be a really cool project to do with some succulents, because I've never really done succulents. I've never really had succulents. They're not really my sort of look. I like more florally things, as you all know. And so I went to the store and I found this gorgeous tray. I actually handpicked the ones that I liked with various different succulent varieties. And then I spray painted the cross, the green, so that it would blend in, and I punched holes. I don't know if you can see that, but I took a knife and actually punched holes with a knife just to get it drainage. And we're going to fill this with this cactus mix for succulents specifically, and then we're going to plant these in here and make a living cross. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Me and Zachary are going to do that today. So Zachary, will you pour in here real carefully? We just need to get a layer of dirt always all to the top. Yeah, don't be afraid to just push it, because we got to get it full. Okay, let me help you squish it, so that bag is not holding it. There it goes. Yep. We'll clean up the mess, don't worry. We're going to need a little bit more. Where at? Right here. This is supposed to have all the vitamins and minerals in it. Normally whenever I plant things, it's okay. Normally whenever I plant things, you guys know that I always make sure I've got osmocote or some slow feeding water soluble fertilizer for all the fruits and vegetables, but this particular potting soil is specifically set up to feed the succulents long term. So I don't think I'm going to try to do anything more than just get these succulents in here, and we'll keep an eye on it as we go. We're going to put them in, and we're going to have to wait until they've taken hold of the soil before we're going to be able to turn it up. But the idea is, and I'll show you in another episode once we get it finished, the idea is to have this hanging on the wall somewhere in the garden or patio area, and it just be full and overflowing with the succulent plants. So, Zachary, you pick whatever you want to pick, babe. Just grab a handful of them, and I think we should mix them up. So, like, whenever we put them in, I don't think they should all be the same. And there's actually in here, some of these plants actually have more than one in there. So I'm going to show you how to divide them out. Just pick a few. Yeah, just pick one. Pick one of these two. And we'll get more if we need it. So, you know, you buy these guys at your local hardware store. I got these guys, I think, over at one of the Lowe's or Home Depots, and they're not cheap. I think they're about $3 a piece, but they have more than one plant. As you can see, there's 3 plants in each one of this particular variety. So this would then go in like that, right? And we want to keep it close to the edge. We want it to grow out over that edge of that canvas. And we just put them in, just place them in like that in different places so that they're all going to be different textures. I think too, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think too I can break this off, and actually each one of these little guys put into the soil will make another one of these plants. So if you're wanting to try to get this done and you're not in a hurry as far as getting the finished product done, and you're willing to wait, you could probably get away with buying less succulents, because if you calculate how much it costs to make this sucker at $3 a piece, by the time you do the wood, canvas, the paint, and everything, it could be pretty expensive. These guys look pretty fun, Zachary. I think each one of these, look at that, they're root bound. I think each one of these is actually a plant. Well, let's see. This one is for sure. So we stick that down in the soil. And see if we can break this apart. Yep. We can get a good solid chunk. Start to kind of get it ahead of the game on the look. Since that's there, I'm going to put this one on this side of the cross so that it's symmetrical. Y'all know I like everything to be symmetrical. So that's good to start that way. What you thinking? I think you got more than one in there. Two at least.
Possibly. Split it open this year.
I got this project set up a couple of weeks ago, and I was waiting to see if I could decide whether I wanted to spray paint these crosses or break them down to bare wood and put some chicken wire in them to kind of hold this stuff in. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought it might just be better to just punch holes in the canvas and experiment with it to see how it would do with just the holes poked in it. Yeah, each one of these guys, but you've got two plants, I think. If not, I think you've got two plants.
I think it's just one.
You do?
Let's see. Yeah, just one.
Okay. Maybe since it's so big, why don't we put that in the dead center of the cross right there? These little guys are cute. They're all shooting out here. See, look, there's one little tiny one there and there's roots on it. So that would be good, just like that. And let's see, same thing here. That's another one right there. These are kind of fun, aren't they?
Yep. Oh, I just take it out of the dirt and just put it in the ground.
Here, let me show you. Yeah, you're right, it's all one. Yeah, let's just dig a hole, plop it right in there, just like that. And don't be worried, if one of these guys falls off, just stick it down in the dirt because it'll make a whole nother plant. I think I'm gonna just stick this one in like this. Because it's already starting to kind of grow out. So it'll help it to kind of trail over the sides. Now there's some bigger plants in there, Zachary, on the table. We might want to incorporate a few of those in here too. They're more of a purple color. Once we get this all laid in here, this was kind of fun looking, isn't it? There it goes. I've always heard that succulents are easy to grow, and I don't think you do a lot with them. I think you just don't even have to worry too much about watering them either. I think they just do their own thing. We'll have to see.
Oh no, it's breaking.
Don't worry, you just take that piece and stick it right back down in the dirt and it'll make a whole new plant. See, this one's got at least two. I'm kind of digging this, are you? Kind of cool. One of my mamas said she had bought one of these online and they spent a lot of money on them, several $100s. So this would make a nice Mother's Day present next year for your mama. You can get your daddy to make a cross, or in fact, if you want to, I've got plenty upstairs in that art room. We can make her one if you want to. Let's see what we've got variety-wise. You're getting dirty.
Yep.
There's a couple more plants. You're gonna need them. Pay attention to where you're sticking them though, because I don't want them to all be the same. You want to have a variety of different plants. Everybody makes nice together as a succulent, so they're different varieties, but they'll all grow together and be pretty in the end with the different textures. It's pretty cool. reminds me of making a terrarium. Have you ever made a terrarium before?
Nope.
It's where you take like a glass jar that's got a nice wide top and you stick things in there like succulents, and you can add really cool things like stuff that you'd put in like a dollhouse, like little mushrooms or fairies. Very cool. Starting to look like what I had envisioned.
Let's see. Yeah, put one over
You
there.
want it right here? All right. Dig a little hole and stick it in there. Those varieties are just tend to be one big
Snail.
plant. We don't like them
Why not?
because they eat things that we have growing in the garden, and I'm constantly trying to get rid of them.
Where do I put them?
Just put them on the table behind you. Did you read my Instagram yesterday or see it?
No.
Yesterday afternoon, morning rather, when I was watering the tomatoes, a snake just slithered right by my foot. Look at how cool this looks, Akron. It's really neat. I like it a lot. It's a good project to do with your children, as you can see. I don't know about a 7-year-old, but 15-year-olds know how to do it, right?
Where to put this big one?
Probably right there. Actually, let me tuck it over here. Tuck it down in there. These guys are wanting to drop their little doodahs. You see them doing that? And then you just stick them in the dirt, because each one of them makes another plant. Alright, let's see. Give me your little pots. Let's see what else we got. Let's try this one down there. Zachary, I think needs to go down there. See those little plants? You've got 3 little ones that need to go in. 4 actually. There's 5. There's another one over there. Just stick them down in there. I like these that separate a little bit easier because you can get more bang for your buck by having more than one plant per container. So when you guys get to the store to start looking for these succulents, start looking for those that really have more than one plant in them. It's very cool. Yeah. Pull that dirt down for you. That looks real good, Zachary. What color do we want to do next? Or texture? I think we need another one of these guys down there. And look, this one's turned upside down and fallen off. We'll just stick him right here. This is looking real good. You like it?
Yep.
Okay, here's one to stick down there at the very end. You know, I think since we've got one on all 4 corners of the cross, we need to stick this one kind of over here. What else you think? Maybe that one down at the very bottom? Maybe at the very base down there? Yeah, right there. This is another one of those that's got 3 in it. Thank goodness that sunshine went behind the clouds. Was it warm here in Houston, Texas today? To tell you what. These are nice because the way that they hang, they'll hang off the edges faster than the other ones will. Zachary, what you plan on doing this summer? Everything's a little bit fluffy jog with COVID happening.
Yep.
I think we need to put this right down there beside the one you just did. That, stick that right there. You got it? Yep. There's two of them in there. Put this one in here. Gosh, I just love this. This is really turning out nice. I can see that this is going to be really cool when it's finished. What do you think?
It'll look good.
You know who else might enjoy this? Your grandmother. Yep. Oh, the foot fell asleep. Uh-oh. I know mine does that too. The older I get, the more stuff falls asleep. I fall asleep in the middle of the night too. It's not too fun to wake up and half your body's asleep. Especially your arms and your hands and your fingers tingling. Oh, I know. Sometimes I wake up and that's what I'm waking up to is tingling limbs.
Actually, this is probably multiple packs.
It is. You've got at least 3 or 4 in there, I think. I really like this. This was a great project to do with you. Ah, yay. And I can tell you right now, I don't want to spend $200 on something I can make myself and really have the pleasure of watching it grow, you know? Starting to run out of room. We are, and that's a good thing. Because I have a few of the terrariums that I'm going to want to work on, and I needed to have a few succulents for that project too, so that's a good thing. We don't want to use them all up. What you think? Who needs to go where? Is there a little spot we can see maybe? Like right in there?
Possibly.
Let's see. Stick a few of these little seeds right there, those little pieces. Ah! Where were you thinking, Zach?
Like right there in the middle.
Okay. Well, guys, I don't know if you can see this. Hopefully James is videotaping it downward so you can see what we've done. Look at that, Zach. That's
Nice.
gorgeous, isn't it? Once that gets filled in and grows up and hangs over the edges, it's going to be an absolutely gorgeous project. If you guys have gotten any value in this, please do me a favor and share it with your friends. Subscribe for the channel because every single week on Wednesdays we drop another do-it-yourself, and this project this week sure was a great one. Well, I'm really pleased with this, Zachary. Thank you for helping me.
You're welcome.
All right, you guys take care and have a good day.